Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Tom and welcome back to a brand new video, and this is a very different video, a special video that I'm doing, and it's going to be just for the Belgian Grand Prix this week. And if you guys want to see more of them, then let me know in the comments down below, and I might do it maybe for other races in the season. But this is going to be a last to first challenge. Now, obviously, in real life, Lewis Hamilton for the Belgian Grand Prix is going to incur a serious grid penalty. I believe it's now 55 grid places after FP3, I think it is, or something like that. So, obviously, it's going to be starting from the back of the grid for the Belgian Grand Prix. So I figured, why not do the exact same thing, but we're going to do it at Spa. We're going to do a full 100% race, and we're going to do it, crucially, on Ultimate AI. So we're going to see how this goes, and hopefully it's a good race. I've got a feeling it could be an absolute stonker, but it's always Spa, and it always throws up good racing. So here we go then. We're going to gear up to the 5 red lights for the Belgian Grand Prix. As you can see, using replay cameras for a change in this one. As you can see, we're underway for the Belgian Grand Prix, and the Torosso at the front gets a terrible start. We get a great start, getting past Marcus Ericsson straight away. It was at a shocking start as we dive one up the inside of La Source here, the first corner, making sure that we try not to have any contact with any of the cars around us. And so far, pretty good start, making up about 5 or 6 positions. And we're now going side by side with Kevin Magnussen all the way down to the run into Eau Rouge here. Who's going to try and go around the outside? Is Magnussen going to make it stick? Yes, he does, but he runs really wide, and I get a much better run to switch back on him and cut back across him and get the move there. And we overtake him just after Radion, and we overtake him for P15 as we move later on onto halfway through the lap. And we're now going to dive one up the inside of Jenson Button at turn 8, and we're now all over the back of Nasser, who's going slowly, and just his whole train of cars tripping each other up, and Verstappen there all the way down in P12. So poor race and poor start from him so far, but we're going to see if we can try and pick off Felipe Nasser here. And as we go through the end of the first Stavlo, now into the final sector, can we try and get Nasser? He gets a poor run through that right-hander, and we actually walk past him in the straight, and it doesn't really put us much of a fight as he lost all momentum through the exit of the corner. Now, obviously I forgot to mention it, but we are on the soft tyres, so we're going a little bit longer than these guys who are on super softs in this first stint. So hopefully that's going to bode well for us as we now prepare for our double overtake, as we overtake Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, 2 for the price of 1 on the Kemmel Straight into Les Combes for P11, and we're now pretty much halfway through, cutting our way through the grid, so making solid progress so far. And this actually was my first ever race recorded in this game on Ultimate AI, so I didn't really know what to expect, and I didn't really do many laps in practice, so I was going in quite blind into this race, not really knowing how the race and how it's all going to pan out. So as you can see, we're now making a move on Hulkenberg. Can we try and go around the outside, Mark Webber-esque? Yes, we can, and what a move at Eau Rouge that is for P10, and into the points now as we move later on to lap 3, and now going through the Fagnes chicane. As you can see, we've got yellow flags for some reason, and I think we've got a slow car up ahead, and it's Rosberg, I think it might be. I think it's Rosberg. Yes, it is. It's Rosberg who's going to show. I think he's been spun round. Yes, he has. Nico Rosberg's been spun round, and we just managed to overtake Massa. For some reason, didn't get any warning under the yellow flag, and now we've got a safety car. So our teammate Rosberg has triggered a safety car by getting, I think, some sort of problem. I think it was the left rear puncture. We're going to check it now in the replay, and indeed it is a left rear puncture for Nico Rosberg. And as you can see, there's contact with the Ferrari, and then later on he gets another bit of contact with the Williams, and then literally after that, in the next corner, he has contact with, I think, another car, and actually spins him round. So a bit of a torrid start to the race for Nico Rosberg here, and that triggered obviously the safety car. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to stay out on these soft tyres, because it's only like lap 3 or lap 4, so we've got plenty of laps left in these tyres yet, and we're going to try and go nice and long in this stint. As you can see now on the end of lap 6, the safety car is coming back in, and we're going to get back underway racing here. But we've got a yellow flag again, and Carlos Sainz has had an engine blowout right on the restart. So that's actually hindered us down, because this little train of 4 cars, I think with the Williams at the front, has actually been slowed down because of Sainz going so slowly. So we've lost a lot of ground to those ahead of us. But moving all the way onto lap 15, and eventually all the super soft runners pit for their first stop. And we're on our very warm soft tyres. And both of the Ferraris who are leading the way have actually pitted for fresh super softs. And those two are battling, and they've now caught me up as we go through Blanchimont. And as you can see, they're great move from, I think, Raikkonen going around the outside of me there, and now Vettel's all over the back of me trying to make a move into the bus stop, but we hold him off for the time being. But we've got a little bit of a battle here with both of the Ferraris on fresh super softs, whereas we're on old softs, so a little bit of a scrap here, but we are going to be pitting very soon for medium tyres on a one-stop strategy. But as you can see, DRS wide open here, trying to overtake Raikkonen to the source, but there's no way through, so we've got to just wait for the time being, and maybe we can try and make a move through maybe the Kemmel Straight. So here we go, we've got the little green button in the bottom right telling us to pit this lap, so I think we're going to box in at the end of this lap anyway, whatever happens. But going through a rouge, a little bit of a corner cut there as I turn in a little bit too early, but we've got a great run on Kimi Raikkonen here, and we should be able to re-overtake him with some DRS assistance. And there we go, we literally breezed past almost 360 kilometers there on the Kemmel straight. Incredible straight line speed from this Mercedes car, but we retake the lead of the race and set the fastest first sector just because of how fast our straight line speed was then in the process of it. But moving on towards the end of the lap, and the exact same place as last lap, Kimi Raikkonen sizing us up for a move once again, but this time he's going to the inside. And is he going to try and make the move up the inside of Blanchimon this time? Yes, he is. He makes the move, and we go into the back of him, actually crash into the wall, lose an end plate. But luckily enough for us, we are coming in this lap, and we didn't go for any sort of spin. We just about managed to sort of keep our car pointing in the right direction. So we're just going to quickly change our strategy, as you can see, and stick to the medium tyres and just get a front wing change. So not too bad. We could have lost a lot more time, or probably even literally retire from the Grand Prix. So that's not too bad, and some, pretty much some damage limitation with the accident there. Very similar to, I think it was Spa 2008 when Raikkonen crashed in the exact same spot. But anyway, we're going on to a set of medium tyres. As you can see, the front wing is being fitted, a brand new front wing, and we're just going to try and push on these medium tyres now, running the rich mix, and see what we can do on these mediums and see what this Mercedes has in store in terms of raw pace. So obviously both of the Ferraris are out front, so those two in a league of their own at the moment. So I need to try and see where Rosberg is. He's someone that I would like to beat in this Grand Prix because he had a bit of a sketchy race, and there he is, just ahead of us there. He's in P9, so he's after the punch we had earlier on in the safety car phase. He's in P9 on soft tyres. So as you can see, we move later on to lap 18, and we've got a yellow flag here, and it's Grosjean who's out of the race. He's had another engine blowout, so 2 engine blowouts for this Grand Prix. As you can see, Grosjean going very slowly there. So that is 3 retirements, I believe, for this race or so. And well, not make it 5 because there's only 17 runners left. So more cars have been retiring. So a lot of retirements here at Spa, but 2 of them were engine blowouts right in front of our face. And as you can see now, on to lap 19, Rosberg and Kvyat go side by side through a rouge. Kvyat almost gets spun out, and we actually capitalise on this by overtaking both of them through Radeon there. So making the move, a double overtake for P7, and we can now go after Daniel Ricciardo. But Rosberg and Kvyat almost, literally, could have ended in absolute tears, and it could have been a really nasty accident. But luckily enough, both of them managed to keep their car pointing in the right direction and keep running. But as you can see now, going through Blanchimon, we get a great run on Daniel Ricciardo, and we get past him way before the bus stop chicane for P6 and make the move on the Honey Badger. And we've got, I think, a car in the pit lane now. It's Nico Hulkenberg coming in for, I believe, his second stop of the race. So that's going to promote us up into P5. But as we move later on to lap 22, Nico Rosberg has caught up to us on the soft tyres, and he's going to try and make a move on us here with some DRS. He's going to go to the inside, and this should be a fairly simple move for our teammate. And look at that, the straight line speed difference right there. He literally just walks past us way before the Les Combes section. So a nice easy move for Nico Rosberg there. But moving later on to lap 23, and we did manage to get back past him. However, Rosberg now, look at this, Rosberg's going to try and size up for a Mark Webber sort of move here. Are we going to try and defend? Yes, we can. We just stay ahead of him, but Rosberg trying a very Mark Webber-esque overtake from 2011, just like I believe only race Magnussen tried to do. But Magnussen obviously had a much more sketchy end to that move. But also we're going to make a double overtake here because Massa, who was at the end of the straight, we had DRS and we had so much more straight line speed, and we managed to get him as well. So a 2 for the price of 1 overtake there, getting Massa as well. So not too bad. I'm not going to complain too much. But moving on to that 28, Danny Kvyat is now out of the race. So yet another retirement, and we've got 16 cars left, and we've got another safety car. So second safety car of the race. I've never had 2 in a race. I can't remember the last time I had 2 in a race, probably F1 2012 or 2013. But 2 safety cars in 1 race. So absolutely incredible here. We just about get it all slowed down for the pit lane, and we're going to come in for a set of soft tyres because the mediums were actually wearing out more than I anticipated. So we're going to come in for a set of soft tyres, and this should get us to the end quite easily because we're going to be doing the same amount of laps that we did in the first stint on the soft tyres. And crucially, because of the safety car, we should be right up the sharp end here, and we could be in contention for a possible race win because of the strategy. We've timed it absolutely beautifully. So I think we're going to be right up the sharp end here once the safety car phase finishes, and we could possibly challenge for the race win. So we're going to skip later on to the end of the safety car phase, and as you can see, we've caught up to Vettel and Raikkonen, and it's us in 3rd place at the moment. So it's going to be a 3-way horse here for the race with Bottas just behind us. And I think Rosberg's actually just behind Bottas. So the top 5 looking very tasty here with pretty much 12 laps to go in this Grand Prix. And as we go very much on only on the first lap of the restart, we're going to try and go 3 wide here with both of the Ferraris into Les Combes. As you can see, Vettel in the middle, Raikkonen on the left hand side, and Vettel makes a move for the lead of the race. We're going to try and go around the outside of the Iceman, and can we make it stick? Yes, we do. Nice simple move on Kimi there, and he actually has a bit of contact with Rosberg in the background, as you can see on the exit of Malmedy there. But we're now in 2nd place just behind Sebastian Vettel, and pretty much, Lewis Hamilton's arch nemesis in terms of World Drivers' Championships and just the battle in terms of who's the best driver on the F1 grid at the moment. But as you can see, moving on to lap 35 now. DRS is wide open, and we're going to try and make a move with Sebastian here. As you can see, so much more straight line speed than the Ferrari. We're going to pull to the inside and try and make the move on him up the inside of Lecombe. Once again, side by side action. Vettel trying to keep his nose in, but we just about go around the outside to make a fantastic move into the lead of the race for the first time this Grand Prix, in a genuine net first place. So fantastic stuff so far, and I'm actually quite impressed with how well I'm performing here, albeit in a Mercedes. This is an Ultimate AR, my first race on that difficulty in this game. But now on lap 36, look at this, Sebastian Vettel going for a Mark Webber, and he's absolutely mugged me off. He's pulled it off around the outside, and I could not respond to that at all. He just a great move from Sebastian Vettel there, fair play to him, and also the AI there. Didn't think the AI would do something like that, but we're actually coming back at Vettel. We're going to try and outbrake him, but we can't make it stick, and Vettel holds on to the lead of the race with that fantastic move, arguably the move of the race at Eau Rouge so far. We need to try and get some payback for that. So as we go down to the bus stop, are we going to try and go around the outside of him to try and one-up him? And yes, we do, but I think it's going to be quite hard to really one-up and move around the outside of Eau Rouge there. So fair play to Sebastian Vettel, what an overtake, and probably the move of the race. But moving later on, this battle's still going on here as we go into lap 37, and now Vettel is trying to re-overtake us with some DRS here, and he walks past us in a straight line. Once again, it's just a scene of so many overtakes. The Camel Straight is just so OP with the DRS, and Vettel makes the move back into the lead of the race for himself. So Raikkonen's also just, eagerly waiting in the background. He's still sniffing out a move, but now I think Rosberg's overtaken Raikkonen, so now Rosberg is in third place, so he's going to try and get in on the action soon. But on lap 39, DRS wide open on Vettel. We're going to repay the favour and do the same move he did to us 2 laps ago and go up the inside of Lecombe. But once again, Vettel holding the inside, but we just have the momentum to go around the outside of him there. But moving later on to the start of lap 41, Vettel has re-overtaken us again here. We're going to just dive on back up the inside of the first corner. Just so many overtakes in this Grand Prix just because of the DRS effect. And we make the move for the lead of the race on Sebastian Vettel. But now, crucially, Raikkonen and Nico Rosberg have actually caught up to the both of us. And it's a 4-way scrap, both Ferraris and both Mercedes, for the race win with only 4 laps to go. And here we go through Eau Rouge now to the Camel Straight. And now Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen, and also Nico Rosberg, all of them with DRS. Look at this, they're just mugging me off in a straight line. And they all 3 of them get past me before Lecombe. Just the straight line speed difference, I felt like a McLaren Honda for a second there. Just absolutely defenseless. And I am in rich mix, so it just goes to show the straight line speed difference with DRS wide open here on the Camel Straight. But moving later on to the end of lap 41, we're going to try and make a move and try and be able to take some of these guys as we go around the outside of Kimi Raikkonen, almost running into the back of my teammate, but we just get the move on Kimi there, doing the exact same move we did on Sebastian Vettel a couple of laps ago, and we're now back up into P3. But now Rosberg's the one trying to hunt down Vettel for the lead. And what a comeback from Rosberg also, who had the punch earlier on in the race. So it just goes to show this 100% race with 2 safety cars has just been swings and roundabouts, and it's literally anyone's race to win here at Spa. But now look at this, going downhill into Eau Rouge, Vettel in the lead, Rosberg in second, and I'm in third, and Raikkonen is just behind us here. But looks like Rosberg's getting very, very close to the back of Vettel. Yes, he is. He's going to try and make a move. Meanwhile, Kimi Raikkonen's going to try and get back past us. As you can see, going onto the Camel Straight, we've both got DRS, so it should be fairly easy to defend from Kimi at the moment because we can match him for straight line speed. And there we go. We just hold the inside line on the Iceman and hold on to P3 for the time being. And we now got to see if we can try and get past Vettel because Rosberg is now the man in the race lead. So fantastic comeback from him, like I said before. And as we move later on to the end of lap 42, we're trying to make a move. Vettel gives us a little love tap onto the grass, but we go up the inside of Blanchimont and make the move on the Ferrari there for P2. And now we can try and hunt down our teammate Nico Rosberg. And obviously, this was a sort of scene 2 years ago where the crash at Spa 2014 triggered the whole Hamilton-Rosberg debate. So hopefully we can try and put that to bed right now with a nice, clean, exciting battle. And we get past Rosberg there on the Camel Straight, and only 15 runners left in this Grand Prix now, so the cars are running pretty thin at the moment. But now onto the final lap of the Grand Prix, lap 44 out of 44. Nico Rosberg walks past us with DRS down the Camel Straight, but now Sebastian Vettel is also trying to make a move, and he actually manages to get us on the brakes, but we're going to go around the outside of him there and make a fantastic move. But Vettel still keeping his nose in, and he actually manages to pull it off and make the move for P2 there. So a fantastic move from Vettel once again, similar to the Eau Rouge one, a move that I didn't really think that AR would make. However, through turn 8, look at the grip that we've got, and we make a fantastic move around the outside of him to regain P2. But the problem is Rosberg's just got a little bit too far away from us, and it looks like Rosberg's going to win the Belgian Grand Prix, and we're going to come home for a brilliant P2, which I'm not going to complain about, and a fantastic result for us, and a 1-2 for Mercedes. What a race that was. And I haven't done a 100% race, genuinely 100% race, whether it's recording for YouTube or just for myself out of pure fun. I haven't done one since F1 2012, and that race was absolutely incredible. So if you did enjoy it, I mean, just leave a massive thumbs up right now. I'd greatly appreciate it, guys. But if you guys want to see more of these sort of videos, maybe for every Grand Prix weekend possibly, then let me know in the comments down below. I might try and use a couple of different drivers. Obviously, if I'm doing Ultimate AI, then I might have to stick to a top team. But who knows? We could try and switch out, maybe do a couple of more of these races if you guys want to see them. But overall, a great race and a great video, and I actually really enjoyed this sort of one-off video. And hopefully you guys did also. As you can see there on the podium, it's a Mercedes 1-2 at a track where you'd expect them to get a 1-2 in real life, and also Sebastian Vettel, they're picking up the scraps for the third place on the podium. But we're going to move into the final race results, and as you can see, a 1-2 for Mercedes with a 3-4 for Ferrari, and then both of the Williams in 5th and 6th. So the three most powerful teams in a straight line, you could say, getting the result that you'd expect them to get, with a couple of shock results there with Alonso getting P9 in the McLaren Honda. But overall, that was the top 10, and hopefully, guys, that was the whole video as a whole. Hopefully you did enjoy, and if you have, then please do leave a massive thumbs up on the video. And if you have missed any of the previous F1 2016 videos that I've made, then go check out my channel down below and go watch any of the videos you may have missed. And if you're new on here, you want to, have a keen eye on whatever I have to upload in the future, then I do recommend you go subscribe to my channel right now. And yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next one very soon. Goodbye.